We next have somebody who's not a CCO yet, but he'll be a CCO in a few years, is what his boss says. I won't take too much time introducing them. They are the #1 team along with another company. The other company couldn't make it. Over to Suhel Singh of Bayer. He has just one slide and he's going to do it in 10 minutes. Suhel Singh.
Um, Thank you so much. I think it's a privilege to be able to represent Bayer and collect this award on behalf of Rachna. I'm also honored to be able to speak about my team in front of such niche audience. And as you can see, this is the team that we have and who's delivering value to Bayer and taking brand to the newer heights. Talking about this team, I first thought of penning down few pointers about the team itself, but then later I realized that the passion with which we work will not be justified with a script. Yeah, so I'll try and translate with whatever few minutes I have here, the passion with which we are delivering value at Bayer. Yeah. To understand our motivation of how we work at Bayer, you have to understand the brand itself. Yeah, we are basically solving the fundamental problem that each one of us have, which is food and healthcare. Yeah, while working at Bayer, we are building food security for the nation and making healthcare accessible. This team, as you know, that health and food are most regulated, and the sectors that we operate in is very sensitive. So it makes all the more critical for us to work on the reputation of the brand and ensure that it is sustained as well as enhanced. Yeah, and there is also a continuous drumbeat of the advocacy that we are supposed to do, and we work with a broader team. It's not just comms. There is public affairs. There is also sustainability as well as a CSR team. We come together as a team to deliver a holistic value for the organization, and Rachna Panda leads the function. Yeah. So talking about the work that we do, it is not only as a team, we are not just putting India or strengthening India on the global map for Bayer. It is also ensuring the seat at the table locally. Yeah, we are one of the respected teams in India, and what we do makes sense and is very appreciated by the local leaders as well. I'll be remiss if I don't talk about our leader, Rachna Panda, because the team is as good as its leader. And when it comes to Rachna, she built a team which is very diverse. Every day she goes above and beyond to ensure to practice equity and inclusivity within the team. Yeah, we all have our own playing fields. We all have our set of skill sets to deliver for the organization. I myself lead brand and digital for the company. Similarly, we have media experts, we have business communicators. So we all come together as a team. Yeah. To cite an example, because Amit wanted me to add a case study for sure. So I'll talk about the Run Blue, which was one of the entry that we had submitted for this award as well. It's a perfect example of collaboration. Run Blue is a marathon campaign, and it was a global campaign actually. And that campaign basically entailed that there was a global marathon runner called Meena Guli. She was supposed to run 200 marathon across the country, across the globe. For India, she was supposed to do 5 marathons. In fact, it was supposed to be 10, but due to the various things and climate conditions as well, we restricted it to 5. But it was a daunting task. In case you are wondering why marathon, because it was for a cause, water conservation. And why water conservation is one of the serious issue for us at Bayer, because we keep sustainability at the core of whatever we do. Yeah. Before I proceed, I'd just like to ask one question. Do you know how much water it takes to grow 1 liter of rice? Anyone? 100 liter, 500,000? Any guess? 20 liter? You'll be surprised. It's more than 3,000 liters for 1 kg of rice. Yeah. So you understand why water is very important, especially when it comes to agriculture. 70% of the fresh water, or more than that, is used for agriculture. So we are basically solving a real life problem on ground, not just for us as as citizen of the country and people of the world, but also the farmers who are basically producing food for us. Yeah. So it goes beyond. The impact is very real and high. So we have the technology which basically reduces water consumption in rice production by 25%. Yeah? And we are kind of progressing, and we have our commitments of 2030 to cover certain hectare, I think 2 hectares of land under rice cultivation. And overall, we have 44,000 hectares of land across the globe, which is under rice cultivation. So you can understand the importance with which we wanted to approach this. So since it was a marathon across 5 different states, within the country, we wanted to also ensure various touch points, which will, then help us kind of build a certain level of advocacy and outreach in terms of, creating awareness among people. So the first the flag off event was in Delhi. It was done by Mr. Amitabh Kant. And the best part is he still continues to engage with buyer content on digital platform out of his own will, So that's the impact we are looking at. At the same time, we had different touch points. We did one marathon in Varanasi, which was basically, we all know the conditions of our rivers and the need to kind of, ensure the health of our rivers. So that's one. And the third bit was general population as well as the employees itself, because everything starts at home. So we wanted to ensure that our employees are kind of in sync with what we are doing, and they are aligned to, the overall sustainability aspect that we had. So we successfully completed this campaign for a month-long campaign with an overall outreach of 125 million, and not just digital, but including the print coverages as well. Yeah. So that's what it is. In terms of understanding the team, why we are a winning team, there is utmost respect. Everyone has a share of voice, which means that we do raise our share of hell against each other at times. But it is all, the common thread is the mission that we are working toward, which is health for all, hunger for none. And that's how we as a team are combined and delivering value for the organization. One specific point is that we are very empowered in terms of, making decisions, proposing new plans, new ideas, conceptualizing new ways of building the brand and positioning ourselves as the thought leader in the industry. Yeah. With that, I will summarize. Hopefully, I did justice to the exception that you had made.